Happy Hexennacht. Welcome back to our channel. This video is going to be kind of a mess of editing because it's late on Hexennacht, and I have May Day tomorrow, and I just finished all of our family celebration, and then I still get to edit the video. So it is not going to be the fanciest or best editing job that I've ever done, really, but I'll do my best for how late at night it is now. Before I call it a night and go edit this on my computer, I thought that I would just touch really lightly on the history of what you're watching the Sanctum family celebrate tonight. So in Germany, and in traditions of the Brauerei and the Hexerei and the Erglaue, Hexennacht, which is Witches' Night, is celebrated on the night from the 30th of April to the 1st of May. On this night, folklore says that witches hold a large celebration in the mountains. Originally, the festival was always said to take place on the Brocken in Germany, the highest of the Harz Mountains in north-central Germany, which is famous for the phenomenon of the Brocken specter, a magnified shadow of an observer, which is typically surrounded by rainbow-like bands and which is thrown onto a bank of clouds in the high mountain areas when the sun is low. In America, the revels are said to take place on mountains in areas where there's a predominantly Pennsylvania Dutch population. One mountain I've seen referred to is Hexennacht Hill, which is a low mountain in Pennsylvania, the name of which means the witch's head. In some folklore, the witches are said to be lighting a fire to celebrate the coming of spring or the coming of summer. In some folklore, the witches are said to be dancing with the devil. The celebration is also sometimes referred to as Walpurgisnacht, which is Walpurga's night. Although this comes from a kind of complex and unfortunate history. Saint Walpurga was sainted for her ability to repel and battle witches. Many Christians celebrate Walpurgisnacht as a way of repelling and protecting against the powers of the witches who are said to be dancing on this night. And they often do so in what I would say were very distressing ways. One of the ways Walpurgisnacht is celebrated is by burning effigies of witches. The effigies are often dressed in stereotypes that are rooted in anti-Semitic and anti-Romani caricatures. So the holiday is a bit complex. Although some celebrate the supposed eradication or genocide of witches, often in really blatantly bigoted ways which threaten violence against witches, others celebrate it as an opportunity to sort of say, our existence continues despite people's attempts to eradicate us or to destroy us. So it's kind of like, I'm going to dance in the face of your attempted genocide, and I'm going to continue dancing despite the fact that you don't want me alive anymore. So it should be noted that the two names, Hexennacht and Walpurgisnacht, are used fairly interchangeably, even in the pagan occult and witchcraft communities. Just because a person uses the name Walpurgisnacht for this holiday does not mean that they are celebrating the attempted genocide of all witches. So I just wanted to clarify that. Now, we celebrated a really laid-back version of Hexennacht because it's just us, it's just our family right now. So there is one version of the folklore that says that Perkta and Hol meet on the mountain, and sort of it's celebrating that both of those powers, both of those figures that ride at the front of the hunt may be present, and the witches may dance with them. So we tried to honor the hunt and hold Perta with venison and wild boar meatballs. So I'm sorry I'm saying so often. I am exhausted. So we made venison and wild boar meatballs. We made a apple crisp from apples that I purchased from a local farmer who grew them in his orchard, and they have been stored in the cellar over winter, so kind of appropriate for the period. And I made bratwurst, which I cooked in beer, but I didn't end up recording that process because at that point the fire needed to be laid and stuff needed to be carried outside. So the only recipes you're getting today are the venison and wild boar meatballs and the apple crisp. So sorry about that. And then we went outside and we ate all of our food as the sun set, and then we danced around the fire. Most of that we did not record. I think one of my family members got like 30 seconds of me dancing as the fire was dying, but during the time that we were dancing, we set aside the camera and we had a fun time around the fire with some music. So didn't record that. It is traditional to stay awake until dawn. I'm not doing that tonight. I'm too tired and I still have this video to edit. But if you did celebrate, let me know in the comments below. What did you do? Did you have fun? If you didn't celebrate this year, are you thinking about celebrating next year? Let me know your plans for May Day, or if you celebrate Beltane, let me know what you're doing tomorrow. And as always, I hope that y'all are safe out there, and that whatever you celebrate, you have a really, really good one. Bye. Skill.
Not able to do the entire peel in a single thing to throw over your shoulder and see the first letter of the name of the person you're gonna marry?
Nope. Slow and steady wins the race. because Ian's hands are covered, I am reaching over and adding salt and a generous amount of pepper.
I can't remember their name right now. We've also got Centurion, also called Bachelor Button.
Were you trying to remember Woolly Bettany?
Yes, that's what I was trying to remember. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
But you have to block anybody that bullies me. I try to be like so femme that it's impossible for me to be straight, but I
So do your meatballs.
Thank you.